Yeah. There's a new kind of classification known as the American viticultural areas. Yes. There's 242 of them. Only 18 snub political boundaries to claim acreage in more than one state. Yes. Now, what's interesting is we have all kinds of different ways of identifying different geographic areas. And I did not know that somebody had another way of identifying the actual geography of the United States of America. I'd like to know all of those wineries and any other locations within the AVAs. Yes, because somebody keeps remapping the United States of America. Mhm. Now, I had mentioned that I wanted a few $100 million worth of vineyards for myself. Yes. So why don't you get me the actual ownership of the various vineyards? Pooh. I'm thinking I'm going to have a large amount of money once we get done with all these lawsuits over the next 20 to 30 years. Yes. And the idea of you issuing dissolutions of marriage without any proof of service, where at the same moment you obligate the incarceration of the individual known as the respondent because of a back child support where it took it back all the way to July of 2011. Now, this is the type of interior decor that I really do like. Yes, yes, yes. I like these types of locations that are opulent, pooch, impressive, bubbly. Could you go through the actual individuals that visit these locations? Yeah. Wanting to support a five-star charity of women that want to have a reduction in their inhibitions. Yes. It could be very important to actually have ownership of these 50 plus hotel bars to add to my itinerary. Yes. Now, even though I don't drink, yes, I don't expect that the volunteers don't. But when you go through the actual locations of checking in, how many women would rather reside in a hotel? Yes, where they have one of these really fancy bars that are very opulent. Now I know mixed drinks. Pooh, I don't drink. Okay, I'm an alcoholic, but I do encourage drinking for those that are not alcoholic, so as to reduce the amount of inhibition and have such a pleasant time. Now, I know that there seems to be a lot of tourism in these various locations. Yes, there is. And I did read 230,000 guests visited Buffalo Trace Distillery in Frankfort, Connecticut. More than 1 million people travel to Kentucky every year to explore the state's bourbon trail. Yes. Now, from what I understand from what I was reading, yeah, this is a kind of marketing. Yes, it is. And if you look at some of the locations, I mean, they're really, really nice. Yes, sir. This is kind of fancy right here, isn't it? I just wanted to know, do they actually sell tickets to do these tours through the various distilleries of the United States of America? Because I'd like to know the identity of the individuals that like to travel to these various locations so they can visit distilleries. Yeah. And then they can see how they make the various distilled products. Yes. Now, this is interesting. This man is 73 years old. Yes. And he's still giving tours and he's still very, very active. But he was employed at AT&T. Now, he was, yes. See, he had a 31-year career at AT&T's Bell Labs in New Jersey and elsewhere. He helped the telecom giant develop successive generations of technology. Could you call AT&T for me and the actual employees that have worked there that he personally can say, I helped the telecom giant develop successive generations of technology. Now, as an individual, you have to feel pretty good about yourself for 31-year career at AT&T.